Hey viewers, welcome back to Andy's Garage. Hey, today in the garage on the lift, not a car, not a truck, it's a picnic table. I bought one of these $150 wooden picnic tables from Lowe's. I got it. I bought one that was unassembled because at the time I wasn't going to be able to fit it in my truck with everything I had in it, and then I didn't have a trailer or anything. So the box is really small when it's not assembled versus buying one that's assembled. I wish I would have bought one that was assembled so I could have looked at it a lot more thoroughly. Wood's number 2. It's supposed to be number 2 lumber. It's some of the worst number 2 lumber I have ever seen. Lumber seems to be getting really bad ever since COVID. It's like lumber quality has just gone down big time. Anyway, $150. Can I complain? Yes and no. It's definitely you get what you pay for. Anyway, every single piece except for the top so far, I have had to sand. One of the seat slats, Stevie Wonder could have picked a better piece of wood for it. It was in terrible shape. I had to break out the belt sander because it had a nice ridge all the way across it, about halfway down. But everything else, had to take 60 grit and sand down this wood because it was, like I said, it's terrible. Even for number 2, it is terrible. But anyway, sanding it down, looks, and it feels a lot better. I don't feel much better with all this freaking dust in here. But anyway, that's my own fault. All right, we're gonna put this thing together, and I'm gonna take you with. Hey viewers, all right. The first step is you just have to flip the top upside down. Oh man, my knees. And then you just put your legs up against one of these tabletop braces, and it has holes already pre-drilled here and here on each one of these legs, as you can see. Then you just center it this way, and then put a screw here, screw there, screw here, and a screw over there. And that's what we're gonna do. Alright viewers, I'm gonna center this leg section out here. Whoa! This is where a second person would come in handy. So that looks pretty centered right there. Grab my drill and my screws, and of course they give you Phillips bits. Like, who uses Phillips bits anymore? Everybody uses Torx. Nobody uses Phillips anymore. They couldn't have drilled the hole any closer to the tabletop, so you can't get the drill in there. Yeah, it's another engineering feat. That one was a little higher, so that made that one easy to get in. This one here is way low. Can't even get my drill in there to even hit the head real good. That's that, and we'll do the other side. Yeah, another thing I want to show you before I put this leg on. These bolts here, I just bolt into those nuts there. These just get tapped in with a hammer. Anyway, all 8 of these. There's 2 here, 2 there, and then there's 4 on the other leg. All of them were loose. I don't understand why. So because you just take this brace here, and I mean just wiggle it around, and now it's nice and solid. So anyway, I'm gonna get this put on. Here's another sign of absolute quality on this table. I don't know. It's driving me nuts now. The distance from here to here, and the distance from here to here, 3/4 inch difference. I mean, how do you screw that up? I mean, seriously. You know, if Lowe's wasn't an hour round trip for me to go, I'd return the damn thing. And this is ridiculous. I mean, this is so. If anybody out there is watching this is thinking about getting one of these, man, if you really don't care, hey man, that's great. But if you care about the way something's gonna end up looking and the quality of something, yeah, you might want to skip this one. And it's like you've got a gap here with this tabletop board here. It doesn't line up evenly with the rest of these, and it's the same way on this other side over here. It's the same way. Not a lot of quality control went into this table at all. I know it was only 150 bucks, but you know, geez, oh Pete, seriously. I mean, it could have been done a lot better. In hindsight, I should have just bought one that was put together so I could have looked at every, because they had several out there that were already assembled. Because then I could have looked over everything a lot closer at the quality of everything and maybe found one that was in better condition than this one. But yeah, I don't know. It's ridiculous. And this brace here, when they shot this nail here, it went in between the 2 boards, and I don't know. I don't get it. It's just very, 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 very poor quality. And some of these have 2 nails per board, and then some have 3, and then you got this one here where there's, well, you know, it shoots in between where the 2 boards meet. I don't know. Just drives me nuts. It's, you know, you can't find anything of good quality anymore. Everything you buy nowadays is all garbage. So everybody wants a whole lot of money, you know, for a salary, but nobody wants to put the quality work into it. But anyway, enough of this griping. This is going out to our campsite. This is another video installment of us doing stuff out there at our campsite. So anyway, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's not going anywhere fancy. It's just going out to our campsite at Sportsman's Club. So anyway, I'm gonna get this other leg put on, and I'll be right back. Hey viewers, all right, I got this leg assembly on the other side done. Yeah, there is no quality control on this at all, because the holes to mount the legs on this side were different position than they are on this side. This side, they're somewhat close to the same. This side here, one hole is off by like an inch and a half. Although the holes on this side are up higher, so it was a lot easier to get the drill in there and shoot them in one straight shot. Anyway, this cross brace is next. At least they were nice enough to pre-drill the holes. Anyway, I'm going to get this framing square to make sure these legs are perpendicular with the table, and then it just gets screwed in just like that. We'll take the 2.5 inch screws they provided and drill them in. I'm going to go grab a square and I'll be right back. Hey viewers, all right, I got my framing square here. Lay that across the tabletop and lay this end across that leg. Well, let me stop for a second. I was trying to hoping it would have fit like this, but when I push the leg out to be square, the cuts just don't fit right here. So it's going to have to go into that tabletop, which I don't like because they gave 2.5 inch screws for that, which I think an excessively long screw for that. But anyway, I'm going to square this up like so. Center it in the, you know, the middle of the center board. Come on. There we go. Make sure that's still square. Ah, that sucker went in. Crooked as my Peter. Oh, definitely helped if I had a second hand. That sucker went in as crookeder than my Peter. Alright. Crookeder ain't even a word. I just said that. See, now that side's not. That side's perfect. And this side is almost perfect, about 1/8 of an inch off. But I said, you know, great quality. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Put holes in it. All right, now hopefully these screws then go through the tabletop. I don't know why they gave us 2.5 inch screws for that. That's like excessively long. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and put this other brace on off camera, and I'll be right back. Hey viewers, the awesome quality of this table is really showing. On this side for this brace, I was able to have the bottom of this brace resting right up against this top table brace. Nope. I've got 3/4 of an inch gap here between the bottom of the brace and this brace here. Because if I moved it all the way down here, then right here, this part of the brace was going to go, screws would just totally miss it. So anyway, I just thought I'd show you that after I got this side installed. I was like, man, the quality of this thing just keeps shining. Anyway, we're going to flip it over and put the benches on. Hey viewers, this is one part of the seat. You can see somebody went crazy with the nail gun. Anyway, next one is put this on. And get the tape measure and try to get her centered as much as we possibly can. About 5.5. That's 6. Let's knock her down about 1/4 inch. Right there. I'm going to check that again before I commit to it. Yeah. Let me check my measurements here. Yeah, she's pretty close. All right. I'm gonna go grab some screws and I'll be right back. Hey viewers, we're gonna start getting these screws put into these seats here. And what I did, I just flushed it with this. That way, the bench is a little bit closer to the table. That's okay to have it a little ways away for, you know, bigger people, taller people, but my wife is short, so I got to keep that into consideration. So that's why I moved this bench up a little closer. Well, I shouldn't say move it closer. That's why I chose the position I chose. That way, she's a little closer to the table. And I don't know if you can see, most of it's come off now, but all the sawdust, that's because it started off with sanding one board, then I noticed another one was bad, and then another one, and then it just snowballed. It just snowballed with sanding. Hey viewers, all right, all that's left now is to put that seat on the other side, which I'm not gonna record that. It's obviously the same as this side. I did notice though that when I put this bench on, it's actually pretty sturdy. It's a lot more sturdier than I thought it was gonna be, given the quality of some of the stuff that I've seen. If you're watching this and you're thinking about buying one of these, and buy one at your own risk. And if you do buy one that's assembled, so you can really look at the quality of the material, because like I said, because the one I bought, it was in the box, so I couldn't see the quality of the material. I do suggest if you're going to buy one, you know, buy one assembled so you can see it. This tabletop is, here, I'll just show you. This tabletop is definitely going to need to be sanded because it looks pretty crappy. And all the paint markings and some strap marks and just the scuffs on the wood. It's definitely going to have to be, definitely the top's going to do. And that's the thing, it really wasn't too worried about this anyway because I was going to sand this anyway, because I want to make sure that, you know, it's as, you know, smooth as possible. The legs are pressure treated, but the rest of it is just standard pine. Like I said, the legs are the only thing that are treated, you know, for bugs and for rot and stuff like that. But anyway, after I'm done sanding this down, I'm actually going to drag this thing outside and get my sprayer, and I'm going to spray a water sealer on her. That way she doesn't, you know, rot out as quick. So anyway, if you're looking to buy one of these tables, I mean, it's 150 bucks. That's all I can say. It's a $150 table. Like I said, with that bench on that, just that one side, she's pretty sturdy. But yeah, I said in hindsight, I wish I'd have bought one assembled, like I said before, so I could look at the quality of the wood. But anyway, like I said, it's a $150 table. And Lowe's should really be, I really don't want to say Lowe's should be ashamed of themselves for selling something like this, but like I said, you know, I know it's #2 wood, but it's, some of these pieces were really, really rough. I've seen coal lumber better than some of this lumber that's on here. Anyway, that's just a video for this. I was just going to do a video on assembling it. That was my original intent until I opened up the box and saw really some of the poor qualities of some of the stuff. And like I said, the bolts on the side, you know, they were loose, no big deal. Tighten those up. The wood all needed to be sanded. Wood all needed to be sanded because I said, because it was really, really, really rough. It was really rough. But anyway, like I said, it's a $150 table. So got it at Lowe's. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm gonna stop my ranting and raving about this thing and just go ahead and hurry up and put this video to rest. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, like, subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.